claims done. Here, make yourself useful.
Hello and welcome to the GamesRadar review of VR Worlds. My name is James and I'm here with Louise.
Hello.
Hello. VR Worlds then, Lou. What is it? How many games do I get in this world?
Okay, so VR Worlds is a package of 5 experiences. I wouldn't say demos, they are much bigger than demos, but it's 5 different experiences that are created by London Studio, they kind of specialise in all the special move things that we've always seen, and Wonderbook, etc. Like, they really specialise in tech and the new things that Sony do. So the fact that they've been responsible for these means that they are pretty much the highest sort of quality, or a good example of what's going to come for VR. So it's made up of, there's an experience called London Heist, which is about 40 minutes long, which is a great thing. You basically sort of dropped into a gangster movie, pretty much, a London gangster movie, and you shoot at Russian mobsters through the front of a car, and you rob a diamond from things, and it's really incredible. Like, it's really immersive. And I think you're doing things with the move ones, like, you got a pistol and you reload the pistol, so you pick up clips and put them into your other hand, so it's really tactile and everything's really touchy. So I really, really like that.
So this is one of those games that you have to have move controllers for?
You don't actually. You get a better experience if you have 2 move ones, but you can do it with a controller, and they actually take a chunk of the game out,
Right.
which you actually actively need the move ones for, so it is preferable with that. It is much nicer, because there's sort of scenes where you're sitting at a bar and someone's taking out things in a bag, saying sort of, here's your cash that you're going to need to do the robbery, and here's a earpiece that you're going to need, and you can pick it all up and you can sort of smoke a cigar. So it's kind of this dangling of this tech that if someone like Naughty Dog were making a game, this is the kind of thing they would do. Like, the acting's great. When they lean over, they get in your face and you get like, you want to take a step back because you feel like people are invading your space. Like, it's the kind of VR game experience that I'm really looking forward to other developers using, because this is great, but obviously it's a shorter experience.
Okay, that's London Heist.
Yes.
4 others then in the package.
So we've got Ocean Descent, which is really the best idea that I can have for a demo that you can show your gran at Christmas, but not the shark attack one, the coral one.
Right.
So there is a shark attack. You're going down in a shark cage, and obviously you meet sharks, and it's really ridiculously immersive, and it's really exciting and amazing. It's beautiful, and I genuinely, it was the first game that I actually spent a lot of time on my weekend of VR, and it was properly heart-pounding. Like, I didn't realise that it would have that big an effect on me, but there's literally a point where the shark does something really awful, and you're like, oh no, this is it. I'm done. I'm standing in my living room, I'm done. And yeah, I really like it, but it's 3 different ocean descents, and there's a number of challenges across VR Worlds, sort of, so you can get there's a platinum for it, so there's lots of challenges, but they are small. Sort of, that first one's probably about 15 minutes, the shark one, and then there's other sort of 10-minute, more gentle descents.
Okay.
Coming up next, there's also VR Luge. Now, VR Luge is you hurtling down a hill full of traffic on a board, and you've got this prone body in front of you, and I actually played it lying down.
They recommend that you play it lying down, right?
Yes. I did not feel very well, James. I didn't feel well.
I'm not sure if you'd feel very well even just doing luge, in real life.
No, I probably wouldn't. It's probably an accurate recreation, because I'd feel hellish playing luge, but I did feel quite bad. I will say that. Like, it's one of the... There's obviously a lot of people going to have problems with VR in terms of nausea, and lots of games are addressing that. So there's multiple tricks that games are using, like Batman, for instance. It doesn't make you move forward, you blink from area to area.
Yep.
But games that you have to sit in a moving vehicle, and perhaps the rest of the world moves quite fast around you, the illusion of movement is quite sickening. But that's sadly not the only game on VR Worlds which made me feel really unwell. There's a game called Scavengers Odyssey, which looks beautiful. Like, you're in this great pod that you're all fastened into, and you're hurtling around firing guns at aliens and picking up terrain, doing all kinds of things. That made me feel so unwell that I had to take the headset off immediately. So I actually don't have a proper opinion on that particular thing, because it made me feel so unwell, which I think is actually probably problematic for that particular demo. Also on the disc is Danger Ball, which I really, really like. So basically in Danger Ball, you have it's kind of like 3D Pong. So we've come so far in 2016. We've gone back to
origins.
Pong. So basically it's front-facing Pong, where you basically control this one board, and where you look controls it, and you just hit a ball back and forth. But you can send like spinning shots, and there's different kinds of enemies you can have that have different shapes of paddles and things. But really, it is just gloriously 3D Pong, and it's actually quite relaxing. I tended to sort of play that as my last VR game of the day to try and get things like Until Dawn and stuff out of my head.
Are we playing that with your head or with
Yes,
the?
with your head.
Okay, so you don't. So that's one you don't need move controllers.
No, you don't need move controllers for that at all. In fact, VR World's quite good that way. You don't need move in all of them. The Descent one, you just barely just have to sort of sit and enjoy it, just take in the view.
Okay, so I guess putting all those 5 collection of things together, what kind of length are we looking at in total?
I guess you're looking at maybe 3 or 4 hours, but the thing is with the ones like Danger Ball and even VR Luge and things, they're ones that you're going to want to go back to and play. I mean, London Heist, there's probably only so many times you can enjoy the fact that if you breathe out, it gets the microphone and your smoke appears. So there's lovely moments like that, but there's only going to be so much of that you can do. But things like Danger Ball, you can just keep playing. There's the sort of return aspect to them. And that's the thing, this is a really big collection, a big bold collection of here's what VR can do, but a couple of them aren't really particularly enjoyable, especially if you do think that motion sickness is going to be an issue, and I think that is for some people.
And how much are we paying for this?
It's £25, so that is £10 more than, say, something like Batman or Until Dawn. I would say it's from London Studio, so it is of an amazing quality, but that does seem, I guess it shouldn't feel expensive, but we've not got very many full VR games. We're not looking at lots of £50 games. This does feel like a demo in essence of what's to come. It's enjoyable. It's a lot of it's really fun. The London Heist is brilliant, but again, there is those couple of games that aren't going to be to everyone's taste.
So a collection of things which introduces you to VR.
Definitely, enjoying things like the Ocean Descent. I mean, that's going to be the prime example of here's what VR can do for sort of tourism almost. If that was video, it would be amazing. And then, going into more gamey things or more narrative experiences at London Heist, which is brilliant. I can't stress enough how much fun that is.
Okay, overall, how many stars is this getting?
3.5 stars.
3.5 stars for VR Worlds. So that is our VR Worlds review. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. And for more news, reviews, previews and features, keep it here on GamesRadar Plus.
Now then, who's up for a Russian party?
Oh, I said no one was allowed up
Yeah,
here.
well, I ain't no one, am I, Frank? I've got the security passes you asked for. Those boys done them on a computer.